You know, it was a long year over in Sioux Falls. We had our ups and downs, and we played really well over this last little stretch. I don't know. I felt like most of our guys weren't too focused on the call-ups in the 10 days, but we knew that if we had success as a team, like individual successes would come. And we had just got done playing Santa Cruz not too long ago, and I had a pretty decent game there. And I don't know. I just feel like it was a good fit for both of us, and the opportunity called, and I was super excited to get out here.
How'd you get the call? Where were you?
I was at my house. We had a game, and it was a close game. Jarrett Jacks had closed it out actually on a free throw with like 1 second left, and we're at my house. There was about three of us there, some of my teammates, and we're just hanging out. And it was like approaching midnight, and I get a call from like a number I didn't recognize, so I didn't answer it at first. And then I got a text, and they said, "Yeah, call me back. It's time urgent." And so I was like, "Okay, I'll call back." And they said, "Hey, it's so and so from Golden State Warriors. Like, sorry to call you so late, but like I have good news for you." And I was like, "Hit me with it." And they said, "We want to offer you a 10-day. Like, would you be willing? I know it's late at night, but would you be willing to get on a flight over here at 6 a.m.?" And I was like, "Sir, I'll get on a flight anytime you want me to. I'll go right now if you want." So, yeah, that's where I was, and I was happy to be with some of my teammates. They were super excited for me, and it was a great experience overall.
So,
Go ahead.
Jarrett Jack, obviously a former Warrior. Have you gotten a chance to talk to him at all?
Honestly, Jay Jack was like the first guy to call me. My head coach had texted me right before I got the call, and then first guy to call me was Jarrett Jack. Super excited for me, congratulating me. He's been a great vet for us all year. He made us a lot better. I know he made me a lot better on and off the floor. He was so helpful. And he was the first one to call me, talking about, I'm going to call those guys down there and make sure they take care of you, and anything you need, give me a call. Like, I'll have it for you in 30 minutes. Like, I'm gonna take care of you. Like, and it's great to have a vet like that around, and you can really see it how he interacts with the guys, and the rookie guys. He makes us so much better, and helps us learn and get over that learning curve so much faster. So it was awesome. He was actually one of the first guys I talked to, and he's reached out a couple of times since actually. So I'm going to remain in touch with him, and I'm just glad to have built that relationship with him.
What do you think about the health of the G League and the opportunities that can sprout from there?
The G League, honestly, I got a ton of love, a ton of respect for the G. Me being a Juco guy too, I'm kind of a guy that understands the long road. Like the path less traveled, kind of. And the growth of the G League over the last 5-10 years or so, even the last 3 that I've been in it, it's been amazing to see. You can see just even all the attention that comes from the showcase being in Vegas now, and there's more call-ups every year, and every year there's more G League guys in the NBA, and just to see that growth from that standpoint is awesome. From a player, it's very encouraging to see the growth from that standpoint as well. So the growth of the G League has been something that I got a lot of pride in. Honestly, I love the G, so I got nothing negative to say about that ever.
So, going undrafted out of Kentucky, kind of what was the thought process? Like, what were the goals? Did you think about maybe moving on from basketball, or what was the thought?
No, it was never. Moving on from basketball is never going to be something I'm going to be able to do, regardless if I'm playing or not. So, obviously, that never crossed my mind. Being undrafted out of Kentucky, it's less. You're more likely to get drafted out of Kentucky than to go undrafted. My situation was a little bit different coming in there out of Juco in my third year. It's a little bit different, and I played behind guys that were, excellent players. We got a max contract guy out of Jamal Murray who played my position, and, we got Malik over there. We got tons of guys that I played behind that I have a ton of respect for, and, it was kind of like just an experience to help me grow as an individual and as a basketball player. But the thought process basically never changed. Like, I had always had the goal to play in the NBA. Obviously, I wanted my name to get called on that draft night, and that hurt to not hear my name called and walk on that stage. But I was super happy to see my guys be able to do that. And then after that, it was just get back to work. Like, you can do whatever you want. You could go overseas or you could go to the G. But I just always felt like I was so close, and I felt like I had the tools, and that I was just a little overlooked, or things like that. So I knew that if I went to the G League and I stuck with it, like, it might be a long road, but I felt like I'd eventually get here, and I'm happy to say that I finally made that happen after 3 years in the G League. So just like I said, like, being a guy from junior college and understanding the long road and what it takes, I think that really helped me out to stick it out over the last couple of years, and now end up in this seat right here.
Did you have overseas offers that you turned down?
Yeah. Every year my overseas offers grew. So obviously the opportunity I was turning down, the money I was turning down, But it was honestly, it didn't bother me. Eventually you have a short window as a basketball player and any athlete to squeeze as much money out of it as you can, obviously. But for me, it was never really about the money. It was about just proving that I belonged. Like I wanted to know that I belonged up here, that I could play at the highest level, and that's what it's always been about to me. So being able to accomplish that, and obviously moving forward, I have a lot more to accomplish, and I'm just happy to be here now and have this opportunity to prove myself and prove that I belong up here.
Have you talked to Steve yet about like your specific role?
Yeah, with Steve, it was awesome. I came in, Coach Kerr was one of the first people I saw in the lounge. Obviously, I was super excited to meet him. Huge fan of his since I was young, and just a huge fan of this organization. So, talking to him a little bit about my role. He obviously expects me to shoot the ball. We were just getting on the floor going over plays and things that I can expect to run and positions I can expect to be in. But honestly, whatever role these guys want me in, I'm absolutely happy to do it. Whether it's shoot the ball, whether it's make plays for others, whether it's wave a towel. Like I'm out here to do whatever I can do for the team and help the team win to the best of my abilities, and that's all my job is. So.
Coming out of JUCO, what other schools were you considering other than Kentucky?
I had a handful of schools on the radar. I was considering Wichita State early, and after that, I was highly considering Creighton because I was developing as a known jump shooter, and Creighton's kind of a shooting school. So I had a visit there, and it went really well, and I really had a lot of respect and love for Coach McDermott. So I had a lot of respect for that, and I thought about that, and then I had a lot of offers actually that had come later in my year in JUCO, and I didn't really expect the recruiting to blow up like that. I kind of thought like mid-major might be the ceiling, but then guys like Indiana and Louisville come calling, and it's it kind of opens your eyes to all the opportunities available to you. So I had thought about a lot of schools coming out, but obviously that was the year Kentucky had just went undefeated. There's only 2 undefeated teams in the nation, and it was my JUCO team and Kentucky. So obviously I was watching Kentucky real closely. Just over the years, of course, growing up watching Kentucky, seeing all those guys wearing blue and having so much success and just playing the right way. Coach Cal being an excellent recruiter, excellent basketball player, developer, knowing all the coaches out there, how willing they are to get you better. It was honestly, once Kentucky came and had the offer for me, it wasn't a very difficult choice.
Did you have any offers coming out of high school?
Honestly, coming out of high school, my recruiting was super low. I was from Windsor, Ontario. It's about 3-4 hours from Toronto, and a lot of the high name guys you see out of Canada are from that GTA Toronto area. My city was a little bit overlooked. Like I thought we had some talent in our city, but not a lot of guys really got the opportunity that I felt like they might have deserved. Myself included. Like I could have lived 10 minutes in the other direction and been in Detroit, and I think I would have had a little bit more of an opportunity in that sense. But my high school coach actually did a great job of bringing us across the border and entering us into American tournaments and making sure that we had every opportunity available to us to be seen. But no, I didn't have a ton of offers. I had just like very mid-major schools interested, but nothing super serious. I was really considering like University of Detroit Mercy. I had really had a lot of love for their coaches over there, and I had a lot of experience talking to them and playing in front of them. So, but that was like my sole offer, sole recruitment. So, I kind of figured going junior college would probably be the best route for me, and it really turned out.